guys, I finally saw all the needed movies from 2016 and now I'm gonna tell you my list of best movie soundtracks in 2016. I have to mention that this is my personal list of the soundtracks that I most enjoyed the last year, and the grades that I gave the soundtracks in my video reviews won't matter because it's my personal list. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 10. Hidden Figures. Hans Zimmer, Pharrell Williams, Benjamin Wallfisch. It's always nice to start a list with a Hans Zimmer score. This time he collaborated with Benjamin Wallfisch and none other than Pharrell. The end result is a nice score for an important story, and as a reward they got a Golden Globe nomination for Best Original Score. Number 9. Florence Foster Jenkins, Alexander Desplat. 2016 was a good year for acclaimed composer Alexander Desplat. The scores for The Light Between Oceans and The Secret Life of Pets were very well received, but his best work last year was for the movie Florence Foster Jenkins, where he proved himself once again why he is an Oscar-winning composer. Number 8. Moonlight, Nicolas Britell. With his minimalistic approach, Nicolas Britell creates such an emotional score, and it perfectly describes the story of Moonlight, and therefore it is a well-deserved Oscar nomination for him. Number 7. The BFG, John Williams. The BFG is a movie directed by Steven Spielberg and composed by John Williams. Do I really need to say any more than that? Number 6. Hacksaw Ridge, Rupert Gregson-Williams. Hacksaw Ridge was originally meant to be composed by the late James Horner, who scored Gibson's other movies like Braveheart and Apocalypto. But his tragic death in 2015 meant that Gibson had to look for another composer. John Debney was then chosen to do the music, but his completed score was rejected and then replaced by Rupert Gregson-Williams, who creates one of the most underrated scores of 2016 in my opinion. Number 5. Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, Michael Giacchino. To follow the iconic John Williams Star Wars music is not an easy task, and then to have just a month to do the score is nearly impossible. But Michael Giacchino succeeds against all odds and creates an emotional and action-heavy Star Wars score. I know that not all people love the music in the film, but I think it is great. And Michael Giacchino certainly proved that he can one day be a worthy successor to John Williams. Number 4. Passengers, Thomas Newman. The decision for my number 3 and 4 was the toughest on this list, but after a lot of thinking I decided that the score for Passengers was my number 4. Thomas Newman creates an innovative, futuristic, emotional and action-heavy soundtrack, and what else could you ask from a film score? So it's a well-deserved number 4 soundtrack of 2016. Number 3. Arrival, Johan Johansson. If you would ask me what's the most memorable score of 2016, then it is certainly Johan Johansson's Arrival. He creates a disturbing and a creepy score, and it is by far the most innovative and different soundtrack of 2016. And I love it even more as the time goes on. Number 2. Lion, Dustin O'Halloran and Hauschka. The score for Lion is probably the most complete soundtrack of 2016 because it covers all the elements that a score could have in a movie. From emotional, sad and intense music to happy and optimistic music, it has it all. And in every other year it will be a heavy favorite for the Oscar win, but in this year it will probably finish as a runner-up, as it is on my list. But it is still an excellent score and I cannot recommend it enough. So before I tell you my number 1 score of 2016, let's check some honorable mentions. The Jungle Book, John Debney. Secret Life of Pets, Alexander Desplat. Jackie, Mika Levy. And finally, my number 1 score of 2016 is La La Land, Justin Hurwitz. Well, surprise, surprise, yes, my best score of 2016 is none other than Justin Hurwitz's soundtrack for La La Land. In my opinion, the soundtrack for La La Land is a masterpiece and the best score in recent years. It is beautiful, emotional and has that old Hollywood vibe in it. and I could listen to it the whole day without a stop, so it is only fair that it takes the win for Best Movie Soundtrack of 2016. So, this was my top 10 list of best movie soundtracks in 2016. Now listen, your list could be much different, and that is the beauty of it. So comment below, tell me what are your favorite soundtracks of 2016, so we could have a nice discussion. Thanks for watching, and as always, if you like the video, feel free to subscribe and check my other stuff. It will be very much appreciated. Also, in the coming days I will upload the most anticipated movie soundtracks of 2017. I really can't wait to tell you more about that, so stay tuned and I'll see you next time.